The Great Depression. Just saying the word sends shivers down the spines of those who lived through it and evokes somber reflection in those who have only read about it. It stands as a stark reminder of the fragility of even the mightiest economies and the profound impact economic downturns can have on ordinary people. From bustling cities to rural farmlands, the United States was gripped by a period of unprecedented economic hardship. Unemployment soared, reaching a staggering 25%, leaving millions of Americans jobless and desperate. Breadlines, a poignant symbol of the era, snaked around city blocks as people hoped for a meager meal to feed their families. The dreams and aspirations of a nation seemed to crumble alongside the stock market crash of 1929, leaving behind a landscape scarred by poverty and despair. But amidst the widespread suffering, stories of resilience, resourcefulness, and even prosperity emerged. The Great Depression, while a time of immense hardship, also revealed the strength and spirit of the American people, their unwavering determination to overcome adversity and rebuild their lives. The 1920s, often romanticized as the Roaring Twenties, were a time of great economic prosperity and social change in the United States. New technologies like the radio and the automobile emerged, transforming American society and culture. Jazz music filled the airwaves, and flapper dresses became a symbol of the era's newfound freedoms. However, beneath the surface of this exuberance lurked economic vulnerabilities that would ultimately pave the way for disaster. The stock market, fueled by speculation and easy credit, experienced a period of rapid growth, creating an unsustainable bubble. Many Americans, enticed by the allure of quick riches, invested heavily in the stock market, often borrowing money to do so. This practice, known as buying on margin, worked well as long as stock prices continued to rise. However, it created a house of cards that was destined to collapse. As the decade drew to a close, warning signs began to emerge. Industries like agriculture struggled, and consumer spending slowed. The seeds of the Great Depression had been sown, and it was only a matter of time before the bubble burst. October 29, 1929, a date etched in history as Black Tuesday, marked the beginning of the end for the Roaring Twenties and the onset of the Great Depression. On this fateful day, the stock market crashed, wiping out billions of dollars in wealth and shattering the dreams of countless Americans. Panic selling gripped Wall Street as investors, fearing the worst, rushed to unload their shares at any price. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, a key indicator of the stock market's health, plummeted by nearly 13%, marking the largest one-day percentage drop in its history. The effects of the crash were immediate and devastating. Banks, heavily invested in the stock market, failed by the thousands, wiping out the savings of countless Americans. Businesses, large and small, shuttered their doors as demand for goods and services evaporated. The unemployment rate skyrocketed, leaving millions of Americans jobless and struggling to make ends meet. The Great Depression had arrived, casting a long shadow over the nation and the world. Section 4. Fortunes Faded, Fortunes Forged, the Rich and the Depression. The Great Depression touched all Americans, rich and poor alike. The wealthy experienced it differently from those who lost jobs, homes, and savings. While the wealthy faced setbacks, many emerged stronger. Their access to financial resources was key. They held diversified portfolios, unlike ordinary Americans. They also had access to credit and loans. This allowed them to buy assets at depressed prices. The Depression presented unique opportunities for the wealthy. This disparity shaped debates about economic inequality for decades. Section 5. The Legacy of the Great Depression. The Great Depression stands as a pivotal chapter in American history, its legacy etched into the nation's social, economic, and political fabric. It reshaped the role of government, leading to social safety net programs like Social Security and unemployment insurance. These programs marked a significant shift in the relationship between the American people and their government. The Depression also increased regulation of the financial industry to prevent future crises. The SEC was established to oversee the stock market and protect investors. The FDIC was created to ensure bank deposits, preventing widespread bank runs. The Great Depression fostered resilience and innovation, leaving an indelible mark on the national character. It serves as a reminder of the importance of economic stability and the enduring power of the human spirit. If you like the short brief on the American Depression, subscribe for the next video on how the people managed through the tough times.